Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Conodger here. Welcome back to the Mindcrack server. Today, I'm around a lot of buttons. I'm over here at Brian's raid farm that is turning into a raid arena. This is a project we are working on Wednesday nights, part of his stream series, and I've been brought over to help with some aesthetics, and this is the first building of what is going to be a like facade city on each side of the arena, and I'm doing them in kind of an Illager theme. So I want some evil looking buildings that match the whole Illager and raid theme, and this was the first one of that, and I'm really quite pleased with it. That'll be interesting to see this develop, hopefully, and the look I'm going for is a bunch of facade buildings. I want them to look like a TV set, basically. So from the front, from exactly the front angle, the right angle, you see a building that is primarily complete and looks like it's lived in. But then if you ever get to a weird angle or a different angle on the place, you notice, well, it's not actually real at all. And then have like rows of buildings, taller in the back, and that's the theme there, and I'm hoping that's going to be a fun side project here in the server. But today we're not working on that. Hi. Get right up in my face, why don't you? Hit yourself. Ow, you hit me. But you did. Yeah, we're not going to be working on this today. That is for the Wednesday night stuff. This is really... Oh, I saw you. That was enjoyable. That was an enjoyable thing that just happened. I think he's up at the portal. Today I am headed back to my home base. You did. I'm headed back to my home base so that we can work on the storage room. Some progress has been made over there, and I gotta tell you, it's looking pretty fantastic. Just a short, scary nether trip away. And I'll rejoin you over there, assuming nothing knocks me off into the lava. Alright, here we are. Are you ready to see the grand reveal? Most of you have probably already seen it, but the bamboo room is done. And it is pretty fantastic. I'm really pleased with how this looks. And we have put in a water elevator shaft in the middle to bring you down to the storage area, which I've kind of just started work on here. But today I'm hoping to basically finish out this area and have a complete storage area. Started working on some theming, and that is going to be the walls made out of barrels, basically. So that should be enough storage forever, essentially, I would hope. So I'm thinking probably ones like this, one like this, and then probably another layer of them sideways. And then on top, some kind of other block that has item frames on it that displays what is in the barrels down below. And then at the very bottom, that is where we'll have workbenches, anvils, stone cutters, all the new things, the disenchanting thing. I don't know exactly what it's called, but yeah, there's lots of different tools that I'm hoping we can put down here, and this will be a permanent fixture for storage and overall working area. So the very first thing I need to do is collect a good amount of wood, and spruce trees I think are the easiest way to collect wood because you can grow these really tall spruces. And they're efficient to chop down. The drawback is you're going to get podzol when you plant them. Will that grow? I don't think it will grow inside of this. I'm going to waste bone meal right now. I'm just kind of curious if it will grow inside of that. No. All right, so we can pretty much guarantee you that won't work. Where am I willing to podzol? I'm glad they introduced that mechanic. It used to be a pretty annoying thing to get that type of grass, and overall that's one of the things the developers have been doing a really good job with lately, is that they're making the game less of a nuisance to play. I think they're almost accepting more the different ways to play instead of kind of forcing people to play in one way or another, more enabling people to play however they want. And the ability to get items without exploring, and the ability to, you know, craft nearly everything is, whoops, I chopped this down wrong. Fixed it. Is yeah, it's a good thing in my opinion. I don't really like it when they add things that they force you to do a certain thing to get, almost as if they were like forcing you to play through the story of Minecraft, because I don't really have any interest in that stuff. This is a creative, you know, environment for me, but with survival aspects. I don't want to play in creative mode. You know, I want to play in survival, but in a creative way. And yeah, I'm glad that they seem to be basically enabling either style of playing, or, you know, many styles of playing. It's a good thing. Oh, who does that? That wasn't Martha Stewart, was it? I feel like it might be. And that's one of those things. I remember junior high, maybe high school, early high school, whenever I was homesick, that's the stuff that was on TV. And this was when we had, you know, I think we had just super basic cable, and like all those not even home improvement shows, like I want to say that basically fake home improvement shows were on, that were essentially just advertising for products. Yeah, I remember those quite well. All right, shift click and get 48. Yeah, I'm gonna do another one of those trees. But no, I vividly remember all of those kind of shows. Like, oh wow, I am getting some frames here in the Minecrafts right now. That's weird. I don't know what that's stemming from. I don't really have anything running. Discord's got a notification. I don't imagine it's Discord. Weird. 4 bone meal. Can we get it? Hey, we did. Trading Spaces. Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. Was a hot show back then. I was a pretty sickly student and spent a lot of time, a lot of days, either just home alone, or home like during the summer with just me and my brother while my parents are at work, and that was the entertainment for me during that time. I am extremely jealous of the later generations that had, you know, YouTube. Who knows what I might have gotten into differently. Probably something worse. But I say this because I definitely credit, like, all of that stuff for, I think, my building obsession. Well, I mean, there's that, and there's the fact that even as a Lego builder, I was a very, very big Lego fan as a kid. I was always more into creative building than set building. Like, getting new sets was cool, but the coolest part was getting all the parts in the set to throw into my buckets to have for, you know, my own creative projects later on. That was the exciting part for me. All right, let's go ahead and make these. And I'm going to try and figure out what's going on with the frame rate. Braille. I'm going to make some brails. There we go. I hear you. I hear them. Oh, you're right here. Hi. Hello. I was making barrels. Could you leave me alone, please? Thank you. Rude. Just let a guy make some barrels, huh? Alright, shift click. Yeah, that did it. That makes all that we can make. We have a stack and a half. Let's see where that gets us. There's no different colored chests or barrels. Of all the things they're doing lately with the different colors of wood, I'm a little surprised they haven't done different colors of chests and barrels. We got different colored boats and signs and ladders, question mark? Maybe not ladders. That might be another one that they haven't quite added. You gotta hit shift, burn, and there we go. Didn't I say I was gonna, like, look at the frame rate? Yeah, but it's not being a problem right now. If it's not a problem right now, is it really a problem? These are the questions. Alright, so let's say in theory... Whoops, those last ones did not work correctly. I think it's easier to place them like this. So what's cool about these is they look very cabinet-like. They've really, I feel, added these solely for the purpose of adding cabinetry to Minecraft. I guess somebody there was tired of seeing people fake cabinetry with, like, this is a block with a stone button on it because it's a cabinet. They're like, no. We're gonna give people the cabinet they really want. Nailed it. Alright, so I'm gonna put these all the way around, even if it's a little bit wasteful in the corners there. All the way around. This whole build is so by random design. Like I really have not had a plan for any of this. But so far it's been working out. Oh, that's right, you gotta shift. It's been working out really well not having a plan. Here, let's maybe not waste him in the corner. Yeah, that'll be a good look. That will be a good look, and that's so much storage. Like, say I wanted to do stone in these. That's a lot of stone just right there in that row. And then down here, I'm thinking upside down stair right here. Workbenches and tools, maybe intermixed with like countertop space down here. That only leaves me with this one ring of blocks around the edge to do something with. And I think I have an idea for that as well. Well, let me go ahead and get all the cabinetry in here. And we'll start working at the top first. Well, that's that mystery solved. 70%? Steam, what are you doing? Get out! Alright, well that should have the game running a little bit better, huh? I have no idea what was going on there. I just went over to get some bones. Some bones from the skeleton farm. And now back to chopping down trees. At least that's one mystery solved. I don't know what in the world was going on with that. So, while I am chopping down some trees, a short discussion. Something I've talked about before, and that is the evolution of games. The way that some games continue to develop. Oh, this is taller than I thought. You know, after their release, versus some games, you know, they release, they have some patches, and they're done. Minecraft is certainly one of these that just keeps changing all the time. It's always evolving. And, you know, different developers even have been coming through and taking the game in different directions. It's never a complete game, and it never will be a complete game. Can you even, like, I don't know, how do you even judge whether a game like this is complete or not? I think that's, you know, a part of modern gaming that it's just, ooh, I think I can actually reach that. Yeah, nice. It's just part of modern gaming that we have to accept and adapt to, or maybe don't accept and adapt to, and you just ignore the development of games. And I bring this up because it's certainly a point of contention between myself and, say, your Kurt J. Max of the world. Because Kurt really likes games to kind of stay as they are. He doesn't like the big changes so much. He obviously has stuck with Beta 1.7.3 for so long. Now that's because of Far Lands or Bust, but I really don't think that a Mac without Farlands or Bust would even really play Minecraft anymore. And if he did, it would probably be little nostalgic trips back to the original, like back to the one that he loved at first. No thunderstorm, okay. I was over at the Skelly farm and they don't want thunderstorms over there. The point is, because Minecraft has changed so much, if you didn't keep playing it, if you didn't stay on top of it, it doesn't even feel the same anymore. It's confusing, it's different, it's weird, and I can really see how players of the early game just don't relate to the game as it stands, as it sits, and you know, it just got too weird and too different. Versus if you kept playing the whole time, the evolution is slow, and you watch the game kind of change in front of your eyes. You watch the game become what it is through every step, and that's, to me, very cool. Would you guys just leave me alone? Seriously. Seriously. Stinking drown. This is why I need my underground base, to get away from these guys. I'm not gonna say that I've played every iteration of Minecraft. There's been highs and there's been lows for me. There's times that I was really involved with it and times that I, basically ignored it. And that certainly has an effect, because sometimes I do get a little bit lost, but I still have seen enough that I understand, I guess, the trajectory. And I'm still genuinely happy and glad they kept developing Minecraft. I don't think it would be as prominent of a game to me. What about all the babies? Today, if they had just stopped. Would it be something that I revisited every now and again to go down memory lane? Probably. But I don't think it would quite be, to me, what it is today if they hadn't kept developing it. So, for my take, I'm happy that they stayed on it. But I also understand the other perspective as well, because I can totally see where it got weird, it got different, because if you didn't play it every so often, it just changed so much that it didn't seem like the game that you fell in love with. And I think that happens with a lot of things, where if you don't watch the progression of something, then it starts to feel foreign to you if you check back in. It's more than just video games that happens to. Even like friendships or people that you know. If you don't check in with a person every, year or so, and you just drop in 5 years later, that person's probably so different from the person you used to know, not a song, that they're just gonna seem like somebody you don't even know. Versus if it's somebody, you talk to every now and again, odds are, even if they changed the same amount as the other person, you're generally going to feel familiar with them. And I think, oh, I didn't consider the ramifications of this. I think it's mostly stone, so I guess this is going to be our stone chest area. Nowhere near. Well, that's wonderful. This is a wonderful accident that has happened. It's not very safe up there yet. Zombies can still get in. Wait, is that a drown? Did he drown? Did a zombie drown and become a drowned? I think so. Well, I'm in here now. Where is he, though? Oh, he's still making his way. That's a funny thing that I need to definitely make sure doesn't happen. Let's get that in there. I mean, it's happened for me in that way, where people that I knew are just different people than they are now, and I don't know who they are anymore, and I'm not familiar with them, and I honestly, as harsh as it is to say, I don't like them anymore because, you know, I didn't watch them develop into the person that they are, so I don't understand how they got to where they are. And oh, this is too funny of a thing to be happening during a serious conversation. I don't think this will even work. Just burn already. There we go. We did it. We did it? I didn't really do anything. Let me make some of these. I think this is the right color for the barrels. Let me make more. No sawmill for wood just yet. Down we go. Let me get his rotten flesh. Oh, I closed the door. A little take a damage on anybody. So yeah, there's that, and it's not a right or wrong thing. Don't read me incorrectly there. I'm not saying, oh, that Kurt J. Mac, he's in the wrong here, or anybody that does that kind of stuff is wrong. It's just a different perspective. It's a different perspective on the world around us, and there's not a right or wrong there. It's just a different way of doing things and a different way of seeing things. A polar opposite, I believe, would be your Brians, who is so on top of things and so wanting to be on the bleeding edge of things that sometimes I don't think he even remembers where things came from, you know? And I guess it can be a little bit that way too, where you're living so much in the future that the past just kind of gets blurry to you. That's another interesting, facet of that way of doing things. What am I gonna do for the top here? Not sure. Huh. Yeah, I bring it up just because I've been watching Kurt play on the Mindcrack server, and I definitely hear some frustrations from him and from the audience of like that little bit of tension there between he doesn't, quite get modern Minecraft, and the audience doesn't quite get how he doesn't get modern Minecraft. And I don't think people realize just how frequent that happens. How can I place this? How normal that is in basically just everyday life. Do I want to make it this boring? I was thinking of something more exciting. This might interfere with the ability to do signs anyway. I mean, the signs could be there. It's just so plain. I'm not impressed. Not impressed. I would like something different up there. Might need to bring in some sandstone. I also really want to bring in, I want to bring in a little bit more of an industrial look down here. I want it to look like this is, this is a work area. So, iron bars, maybe? Iron bars are pretty expensive. Let's give that one a little think. Good news. I found that I had a bunch of iron after all, so no need to go caving today. Maybe we'll save that for stream. Bad news. We seem to have some visitors. Some visitors that I'm not too happy to see. And they appear to have been inspired by Disco Stew. What are you guys doing? It's something to do with the seaweed that makes them do that, I guess. I can kill all these guys. Oh, this is quite a collection. Not just one of them. You can kill all these with no problems. But you can't kill the banner guys unless you want to cause a raid if you go to a village. Oh, good, and phantoms. Fantastic news. All of this is fantastic news. I'm totally fine with modern Minecraft. What are you talking about? I don't think the game's gotten too complicated. It's cool. I mean, those guys are just gonna be stuck there. They're just the X guys. Have at it. You know? Have a good time. I'm not here to stop you. Alright, number one thing we need is an anvil. So I need 3 blocks. Got that? And then a pedestal, and then these on top. Alright, I remember how to make an anvil. Anvil get. Do I have any fences around? I do. Alright, a composter, oh, I already have one of those. Never mind. I don't need those at all. I always want to say common poster because I'm, well, an idiot. The smoker, we have one of those. A fisherman is the barrel. We got that. A librarian. So I don't think these things actually do things for players. I just want to have them for the effect of it looking like, you know, a full-fledged workshop. I need paper. Make a book. And I need some planks, it looks like. Looks like I need 4 planks. That's way more than 4. Alright. So we got that. Oh, it's more than a book, it's a bookshelf. Well. I think I used already all of the leather available to me. So I'll have to hold off on that one for right now. And probably go find because I think you need 3 books. Go find somebody that's got a cow farm. Alright, next is the Armorer's Forge. I've never made a forge, so we need a furnace. I doubt I have an extra furnace laying around. Let's go ahead and just make one of those. So a furnace, and then looks like it's got hardened stone or the re-smelted stone underneath. No, it's not even that, it's actual stone. So you put 3 of these into a furnace. Yeah, you're gonna get the full stone blocks for that. The toolsmith, I don't know what this thing is for at all, but I'm about to make one. So it's this, and then these. Smithing table. Okay, that's what I think Never's used in the castle over there. Have quite an interesting top to it. It's got an interesting top texture. Unfortunately, he already used it, so I can't steal his design. Or I suppose I could, but that would be a copycat. String. I don't know that I have any string over here. I might have some up there. For the loom. We know what a cauldron is. I know what a cauldron is. I can make that. And then a brewing stand, a brouhaha. I think that looks like cobble. I should know how to make a brewing stand. I have that. Somewhere in this mess. I can't wait to get organized. Yeah, I have these. Okay. Is it cobble? It is. I feel like that's cheaper than it used to be or something. Were they always that cheap? Cartographer is 4 wood and a couple pieces of paper. For, what is this thing called? Cartography table. Got it. I hope I'm not, like, creating a village by doing this. I think you'd have to have villagers. Alright, we have the mason, the saw. I already have one of those. A Fletcher. I need 2 flint. Okay. 2 flint with 4 planks. What is this supposed to be? A fletching table. What's a Fletcher? What's fletching? I don't know what that is. Do I have any stone slabs? Doesn't look like. Can you still make them the old-fashioned way? Like the old-fashioned way? No, that just becomes a yeah. Becomes a yeah. Alright, so I'll need some more of this then. Probably 3 more? Sure. So what was this for? The smooth stone was for the forge, right? Yep. Oh, that's a cool looking thing. The blast furnace. That's what it's called. A blast furnace. Alright, and then sticks and planks, as well as a... Oh, yeah, the rest of you found me, huh? I was wondering when that would happen. Must have been stuck on something. You late? You late to the party? Trying to get those pre-fire shots. If only Minecraft knew where mobs were at any given time, it'd be wonderful. Gotcha. Okay. Did you drop? No. Let's just start placing some things and seeing how this is going to look. And will I need... Yeah, for things like the cauldron, isn't it going to show stone under? That's not so bad. Some of them are full blocks, though. Alright, so let's say we do them every other block in an orientation like that. What else we got? We got a blast furnace. Well, that puts us up against this. Oh, right, it's an even building. So that doesn't... Gotta learn all the things that break these. We're learning! So these are going to be X? Yeah, because they're wood-based. Okay, so there's 2 in the center, so we could do 1 on each side then. So how about a smoker and a blast furnace there, and then a grindstone and a cauldron? No, let's do the sawmill there. Okay, so what do I do in between? Because they're not all the same height. I was thinking, like, you know, just do like a countertop in between them. But that might not work if... learn how to place blocks, Gun. If they don't all have the same height, that might not make much sense. Oh, it's not too bad, though, I gotta tell you. Alright, let's imagine that's a complete wall. Is that the look that I want? You know, it's... Whoop! Bye! Bye. It's the look I wanted. I don't know if it's as complete as I wanted. We're just having a good time here. Don't worry about it. Yeah. I might need to put a little bit more thought into this. Alright, well, I think I've pretty much got it figured out down here. I know what I'm going to do. I've got all the workstations laid out in the pattern that I'm going to have them in. And I've tried to group together some sensible ones. So, like, the cauldron with the brewing stand. This is an enchanting table that I probably won't use. And basically on this side, it's kind of things that are just for show. But right here, I'm going to put an ender chest, but I got to find an ender pearl to do that. And over here, we got kind of the woodworking stuff with a smoker in there. All right, so it's not in very much of an order at all, but it does take up all the spots, and they're easy enough to find all around us here. I have an idea of what I'm going to do for the floor and up here, but that is going to be quite a project indeed. But I think the look I'm going for, as it's developed in my mind, is the shaft, the elevator shaft down, this room here, it kind of looks bright and cheery and, you know, very welcoming. And I think I want the work area down here to be a little bit more sinister looking. So I'm gonna do some things to try to complete that look as the next part of this build. But I think that's gonna do it for me today. I have run out of recording time. Thank you as always for watching, and I will see you next time here from the Mindcrack server.